Yo, what's going on, people? It's Eagle Talks Football back again with another video. And today we're here to talk about the actual game, Brentford versus Arsenal. A lot of people were looking at the games. There's so many different games going on today. Which game did you guys end up watching? Because a lot of the Arsenal fans didn't really get to watch the game in the UK because it wasn't even on TV. You had to kind of stream it or figure out some other way to watch it. So I'm just here to break down what I seen and what I thought about the game, as there's a lot of people who did not actually get to watch the Arsenal game. So I'm going to give you guys a quick little synopsis of what I thought, and we'll go through everything that happened step by step. Now, if you guys don't know, first things first, we looked at the team lineup. Arsenal played a very weakened side this game. We played a very weakened team. We gave some youngsters an opportunity. We got Emil Smith-Rowe back into the team. We got, Kai Havertz in the team, of course. You got Fabio Vieira starting. Jorginho was the captain on the day. And I'm just going to show you guys the team, what the team looked like to begin with. And when I seen the team lineup, I was kind of happy because I did not want to see the likes of Cedric starting or the likes of Mohamed El-Neni starting. I just was going to feel a little bit underwhelmed by that. But Ramsdale, of course, had to start. And he had a good performance passing-wise today. Overall, his performance was really good. And shout out to everyone in the comment section. Do me a favor. Please do hit the like on the goddamn video right now. As you guys, we got over 150 of you guys here. Shout out to Kaz and Dabs and everyone over at Never a Foul for the for the redirect. And so yeah, so we started off the game with Tomiyasu on the right. Sorry, what am I saying? Tomiyasu was actually on the left. Kiwior was the center back. Gabriel and Kiwior were the center backs. Ben White was on the right. Tomiyasu was on the left. You had Emil Smith-Rowe in the 8 position. You had Kai Havertz in the left 8 position. Emil Smith-Rowe was on the right 8 position, and then on the right flank you had the youngster getting his debut. Charles Sangoe Jr. was getting his chance on the right. Reiss Nelson was on the left, and Eddie Nketiah was up top. And it was a situation where we scored the opening goal from Reiss Nelson. Reiss Nelson scored the opening goal. He did a good job. I got to give credit to Reiss Nelson, but also we got to give credit to the pressing that we had. The pressing that we did caused an error that led to that opening goal. It was a situation where we pressed them, they made a bad pass, and similar to how the North London derby, Eddie Nketiah picked up the ball from Udogie, this time instead of shooting it, what he did was he squared the ball, and Reiss Nelson stroked the ball, and it went in. And from the position, and from that position onwards, we continued to hold on to possession as much as we could. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. There were some good performances. There were some shocking performances. And there was overall, we leave the game. We go into the next round. And guess who we're facing in the next round? We're facing none other than Declan Rice's former team, West Ham. Yes. And talking about Declan Rice was not available for this game. Bukayo Saka was not available for this game. We also did not have Partey, Timber, or there was a couple more people missing in this game also. A lot of these guys are out due to injury. Declan Rice, we don't know how long he's going to be out for, but he might be back for the weekend. Bukayo Saka, though, unfortunately, he might not be back for the weekend. So let's get into it. So I'm happy that the Arsenal are giving a youngster an opportunity, and that was good. And another thing is, I'm happy that Emil Smith-Rowe got an opportunity today. Emil Smith-Rowe was really good today. But let's get into that Reiss Nelson goal. The Reiss Nelson goal was a cutback from Eddie Nketiah after he squared the ball after the thing, and it was nice to see Reiss Nelson get on the goal sheet. Reiss Nelson, by the way, if you guys were not watching, was working his socks off. He was one of the players who was absolutely working their socks off the whole 90 minutes, and he fully deserves the goal that he got. Out of anybody who's going to get the goal, he deserved it. I thought Reiss Nelson, the fact that he was running his socks off to get back and make defensive challenges from right wing, from the left wing position, going all the way back, winning the ball back. He won like 4 defensive duels. The guy was making the guy was just doing everything. He made like 2 recovery runs, defensive actions all over the whole game. He was really making sure that he was protecting that left side on that side of the pitch. And also another reason why he might have been doing it is because Kai Havertz was also on that side, and they both were really doing a good job defensively on that side of the pitch. Now, his goal was he just took it very well, and from there the game was pretty straightforward. But let me be honest, second half, this is how I viewed it. Second half, we just wanted to keep the clean sheet. We didn't really care about going and scoring more because we didn't really create enough chances in the second half to say, oh, we were gonna try to continue to bury them. It was actually the other team. It was Brentford who was more on top of us in the second half, who were looking like the team that were going to score, who were looking like the team that were more likely to push on and get an equalizer to force penalties. But luckily for us, our defense was solid. Aaron Ramsdale today, distribution on point, shot stopping on point, saves, everything that he did was on point today. And he looked like a player under pressure. He looked like a player who knew that he had to work hard, and he made some good saves, some nice clean passes across the whole pitch, wasn't really making any errors. And another thing was, how many times did we see him do long passes? How many times today did we see him go do all these different passes? He did 29 long passes attempted today. It seemed like every single time he was kicking the ball long, either to one of the wingers or to Eddie Nketiah. Almost every single time it seemed like he was kicking the ball long. He kicked the ball long 29 times today. That to me was very surprising. Also, he made a couple of recoveries, but overall, Ramsdale had a good game. Of course, we kept a clean sheet. But the person who stood out for me was not only him. It was a man named Kiwior. Let me show you what I mean. Kiwior made a last-ditch tackle late in the game that saved us. If this was already past Ramsdale, if Kiwior wasn't there, it would have been the equalizer. This was the moment where we kept a clean sheet. This was the moment where we secured the 1-0 victory, and this was as good as a goal. Kiwior deserves credit for this performance, and I don't think enough people are going to mention Jakub Kiwior and his performance in this game. Tomiyasu looked really good. Shout out to Tomiyasu. Congratulations to the win. Thank you. Big up to you. Arsenal was poor. I thought it was a game of two halves. I thought it was a game where first half we looked decent, second half we looked quite poor. And if you remember the second half more than the first, I understand why you're saying that. The players on the bench deserve to be on the bench. No one pushed for the first team. I thought Reece Nelson actually pushed for the first team, if anybody pushed for the first team. Good win. Brentford are a fantastic side. Were they really today? They rotated slightly, and they didn't look that good, in my opinion, in the first half. Should have got Diaby or Kudos. Hey, we can't do nothing about that now. We got who we got. People saying I can confidently say Arteta wasted 65 million on Kai Havertz. This is a topic of discussion that is very controversial, and a lot of people to this day don't want to go in on this too much. But I'll say this: I think defensively, Kai Havertz, you can't fault his work rate defensively and what he does defensively, but it just doesn't look like he's interested in scoring goals, or maybe that's not his role at this moment in time. Defensively, he's doing a good job, I guess. But when it comes to his job offensively, he's not really bringing much. He's working his socks off. He's doing what he needs to do. He's covering every pitch of every blade of grass defensively. But what I was expecting from him was somebody who's more polished in the final third than a Granit Xhaka. Somebody who would offer us more in the final third, maybe assists, goals wise, than Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka got us 7 goals last season in the league, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I would think that Kai Havertz by the end of the season would maybe better that. But I don't know. Man. I don't know what it is. Is it his confidence from Chelsea? Is it that he deserves more time? I'm not gonna give up on the guy, but I just need more. I just need more. There was a shot that he had that he just looked like he was disinterested in shooting. He just looked like he was completely disinterested in shooting that shot. He looked like he was completely disinterested in scoring. And I think he could play 180 minutes. And I don't know if Kai Havertz would score a goal. That's just me at this moment in time. I'm not giving up on him. I'm not giving up on Kai Havertz, but I need to see more. When he's doing his job defensively, he's doing his job as a left center mid, doing all the tracking back, doing all the work rate. Oh, amazing! But in the final third, I need to see more. I just need to see more creativity or more finishing or something. Just more confidence on the ball. You're facing a lesser team. You're not in the Premier League. You're supposed to be one of our starters. Like, he did a good job with his clearances. He's doing a good job clearing out headers. His defensive actions, his recoveries, all these jobs defensively, he's doing good. But why is it that we can't see anything from him on the other side? I thought he would be more polished on that side. I'm not here criticizing him overboard. I'm not trying to go on and say Kai Havertz is dog shit or anything like that. That's not what I do. I'm not there. I'm not here to make fun of the player. And I don't think he's a bad player. I think there's something there. But what happened to the offensive juggernaut that was Kai Havertz when he was at Leverkusen? What happened to the attacking option that could play from deep when he was at Leverkusen? What happened to the guy who came to England in the first place? Is it that Chelsea ruined him, or is he just not good enough at this level? Because certain players, where they end up can ruin them or stagnate the development. And I'm not willing to give up on Kai Havertz yet, but I'm just slightly concerned at this moment in time. That's just me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm slightly concerned. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just a little bit concerned over the whole situation, and I just need more. I need more. Every day, I hope he's either gets a goal, assist, or at least, even if he doesn't get a goal or assist, at least look very confident on the ball in the midfield, turn, take somebody on, do something. It seems like every time he gets the ball, either somebody closes him down, he makes a pass, or it's like he's playing hot potato. I don't want to spend too much time on him. I just feel like it's redundant at this point. He's a good player. There's a good player in there. We just need to somehow find a way to get it out of him. He created one chance today. But it could have been 2-0. Reiss Nelson could have scored and he would have had an assist today, but it wasn't meant to be. If you guys remember the cutback, it wasn't meant to be. But yeah. Let's go on to the next person. Let's talk about Nelson. We got to talk about Nelson. I already spoke a little bit slightly about Nelson, about his performance, but I thought if anybody in this team is pushing for a first place, a spot in the first team, if anybody in this team is pushing for a place in the first team, it's Nelson. Let's be honest. Out of all the people who are pushing up for a place in the first team, I think Nelson's one of them. I think Nelson was on point. I thought Nelson was really good. Gave away the ball late in the game outside of the box. Be real, man. The guy is being terrible. Bro, I get it. But at this moment in time, I'm not gonna just write him off yet. I'm still hopeful. I see what he's doing defensively. I just don't see what he's doing on the offensive end. I don't see what he's doing in the midfield with the passes. So we need to see more. I'm not ready to write him off completely. Nelson really pushed tonight. He was a real fighter. Yeah, just to let you guys know, Reiss Nelson today was at the heart of everything. He had 2 shots. I thought he should have had 2 goals. He's unfortunate that the second shot hit the bar from the pass from Kai Havertz. I thought overall he was everywhere. He was running that whole side. And when he switched to the other side, when Jesus came on, he also did the same thing. But he deserved to come off, get a round of applause from the away fans after playing 82 minutes of good football, and he did a good job today. Eddie Nketiah also did a good job. And I just wanted to say, if anyone's going to start next week, if Saka's injured, I trust Reiss Nelson to start. Now, talking about Jakub Kiwior. Jakub Kiwior was on point also. He was a solid defender next to Gabriel Magalhaes today. Last-ditch tackles, everything about his performance was solid. And I just want to say Jakub Kiwior deserves a round of applause from the Arsenal fans for his performance today. And maybe we should be trusting him when we need to make rotations and maybe give players a little bit of a rest, because we're going to have a lot of games, Champions League, Premier League consistently. There might be games where we need to rest Saliba. Just throw Gabriel and Jakub Kiwior out there together. We don't need to always have Saliba and Gabriel play every single game. There's going to be games where Gabriel needs rest, throw in Kiwior. There's going to be games where Saliba needs rest, throw in Kiwior. There's going to be games where one of them are injured, throw in Kiwior. I'm starting to trust Jakub Kiwior a lot more, and his performance today is not like it was the greatest performance, but he seemed like every time that we needed defensive action, he was there. Anytime we needed a recovery, he was there. The man got 7 recoveries, 6 defensive actions, 2 interceptions, 1 headed clearance, 2 clearances, and a goal line block, a goal line clearance. Let's be honest. The guy was immense today, and we got to give him credit. He's only 23 years old, and he's only going to get better. The guy can play left back and center back, and at this moment in time, I trust him as much as I trust the majority of people on the bench. Now, another guy we should trust on the bench that comes off the bench is Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu was a starter last year, and now he's being a bench option. This goes to show you how much we've improved our squad depth. I really like what he was doing today. Tomiyasu was a left back for majority of the game, and then switched to right back when Zinchenko came on for Ben White. So he is a jack of all trades for us. He could even play center back if need be, if we have an injury crisis. What he needs to do, in my opinion, is he needs to figure out what he's going to do. Is the tactics to have him just be more defensive and stay back? Because today, defensively, he was on point. It's just when we're in the final third and we're pinning teams back and we're asking him to do more offensively, I don't really see him cut down the byline and take too many chances in the final third. That's just me. But hey, his job is not to take too many passes or too many touches in the final third. He had 9 actions today, or 9 passes in the final third the whole game, and he was our starting right back and left back for majority of the game. So, and we had Brentford for the first 45 minutes. We had them pinned back. He should have at least a little bit more action in those sides. But I'm not going to nitpick. Overall, solid performance and a trustworthy bench option. Finally. I think I need to find a better picture of Smith Rowe. I need to see a better picture of Smith Rowe, because I have been waiting for Smith Rowe. I've been waiting for ESR. I've been waiting for ESR to get an opportunity to play. I've been waiting for ESR to get an opportunity to play. I've been waiting for ESR to get an opportunity to start. I've been waiting for ESR to show Mikel Arteta what he's made of. And I thought today he was one of the guys who did that. I thought today ESR in the left 8 from or the right 8 playing in the Odegaard position, he was good. He could have scored 2 goals. He was driving past players. The man was cooking. The man was cooking. The man was cooking. Today, Emil Smith Rowe was cooking. He looked nice when it came to when he had flashes where he just drove past people. He could play that 8 role next to Odegaard. I think he can do it. I just don't know why they don't give him an opportunity. They give Fabio Vieira an opportunity. They give other players an opportunity. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Why not? It's not going to hurt. Give Emil Smith Rowe an opportunity. I want to see it. I want to see what Emil Smith Rowe can do. And if Emil Smith Rowe gets an opportunity, I believe he will smash it out the park. The guy literally saved Mikel Arteta back when we started Project Youth. We beat Chelsea and we went on a good run, and he was consistently playing. He's not a bad player. There's a good player in there. Why is he not getting opportunities? Why does Mikel Arteta not trust him? Why is Mikel Arteta not playing him? Because if he's not playing him, we had opportunity to sell him and reinvest the money in the summer. We didn't do that. So clearly he sees something in the player. We should give him more opportunities. And at this moment in time, he can't be any worse than Kai Havertz or Thing. He brings something different to the table because he's a little bit skinnier, a little bit smaller in size, but he's definitely a better finisher than both Fabio Vieira and Kai Havertz. And if we want somebody who's going to score goals next to Odegaard and Declan Rice, in some of the games where we're playing against lesser opposition, maybe we can give him an opportunity. Maybe. Hopefully, he sees more minutes going forward. Overall, I thought he had a really good performance. I really did. Now, don't forget, my man of the match, of course, is between what do you call it, Tomiyasu and what do you call it, Tomiyasu and Reece Nelson are my 2 like main standouts, but not too far away is Jakub Kiwior also. So those are my guys, and maybe my 4th would be Gabriel Magalhaes. So who would be your man of the match? Let me know in the comment section. What did you guys think about the overall performance? And finally, there's one more person we got to talk about. We got to talk about that young kid. We got to talk about the youngster. 19 years old. 19 years old playing for Arsenal. You got to give this guy a shout out because he's 19 years old, guys, and he's playing for Arsenal. 19. What were you doing at 19, bro? I don't remember what I was doing at 19, but I'll tell you for a fact, I was not playing football at a professional level. I know everyone knows that, but the 19-year-old to get an opportunity At 19 at Arsenal, I gotta give him credit, man. The kid, Mikel Arteta is giving opportunities to youngsters, and it's exciting. And the kid's press in the first couple of minutes was relentless. It helped lead to giving Brentford some problems early in the game, giving us the ball back high up the pitch. The 19-year-old had a good game. Obviously, he didn't play the whole game. Obviously, he didn't play the whole 90 or anything. That the guy came off 60 minutes, less than 70 minutes. But for the time that he was out there, he was tidy on the ball. He was good. And I just want to say congratulations to the youngster for getting his opportunity. He took it well. And I don't think we can even go too deep on the player ratings for him. Probably just give him like a 6 or a 7. Nothing really too crazy. So shout out to him. Nothing really to say about the other guys today. So if I'm gonna do player ratings, we'll go through them now. But yeah, any comments or anything you guys have to say in the comment section, let me know. Overall, I just thought the game was a game of two halves. We dominated for parts of the game early in the game, and then once we scored the goal, we kind of just tried to hold on to the clean sheet. We got a clean sheet away from home again. We seem to be getting more clean sheets away from home than at home. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. But hey, we do play our next game in the Premier League away from home, so maybe that means we'll keep a clean sheet against Bournemouth away. Right? I guess that's how it works. But yeah, Emil Smith Rowe in the half space with Saka right wing, untapped potential. I think West Bromwich Albion away during lockdown season. Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy times. Crazy time. Anyone else think Emil Smith Rowe looks like Andrew Tate? What? Never heard that before. That's a new one. But yeah, this is how we're gonna do this last segment, guys. Give me your ratings, and I'm just gonna let you know what my ratings are. So Ramsdale, I thought Ramsdale was solid. I thought he was really good today. I'm gonna give him overall 7. Nothing really special. Nothing really too much. He had a lot of work in the second half, so maybe give him a 7 point. Maybe give him a 7.5. Give him a 7.5. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Ramsdale. That's my rating for Ramsdale's performance overall out of 10. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 7.5. Ben White, solid. Came off he came off halfway through he came off near the end of the game in the 60th, 70th minute mark, something like that. I'm gonna give him another 7. I think he was another solid 7 out of 10. Tomiyasu, I thought Tomiyasu was one of the man of the match candidates, so I'm gonna give him an 8. I thought Tomiyasu was a solid 8 out of 10 performance for him. One of the better defenders on the day. Played both left back and right back. He covered up a lot of ground and was really solid defensively. Got to give him credit. Tomiyasu, don't forget, just last year he was a starter for us, so I'm gonna give him an 8. They gave him an 8.5. Gabriel Magalhaes, another one of the top players for the day. I'm giving all my man of the match candidates an 8. He's another one of the men of the match candidates, so I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought the whole defense was on point today. I'm going to give him a Charlotte Zara. Jakub Kiwior, that last-ditch tackle, on point, absolutely killed it today. He was massive for us today. I'm going to give him another 8. I thought he was a solid performer on the day too, and I think Jakub Kiwior fully deserves that 8. So shout out to him. Next, we got Jorginho. Jorginho was actually the captain for the day. That was weird. I found it weird that Jorginho was the captain. I found it weird. Low key, Gabriel masterclass, bro. You're right. You're right. Low key, he could have easily been the man of the match. Low key, he could have easily been the man of the match. But let's talk about Jorginho. Jorginho had a solid game too. Jorginho was on point today. He had a point to prove, especially after the last game when he made a mistake leading to the goal. I feel like Jorginho had a point to prove today. He did that. He was spotless. He was really good for the whole 90 minutes. I think to give him anything less than a 7.5 or 8 is a disservice. Let me know what you guys think about Jorginho. And did you find it weird that Jorginho was the captain on the night? Did you find it weird that Jorginho was the captain on the night? Because I did. I found it strange. With Gabriel Magalhaes on the pitch, why was Jorginho the captain? I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. Moving on to that, I'm gonna give a 7.5 to Jorginho. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz was solid 6.5. You know what? Actually, he's a 7. Kai Havertz, he did his job defensively. He set up Reece Nelson for a chance. It could have been a goal. The issue I have with Kai Havertz is he never looks like it's smooth the way that he plays in the final third. The way when he takes a shot, he gets the ball on his left foot, controls it, passes it to the right, and then shoots instead of just taking the shot first time if he could. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like he also mishit the pass to maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I'm too harsh on Kai Havertz. But honestly, I just feel like I haven't seen enough from him to say I'm happy with his performances overall today. He worked his socks off. Defensively, he's on point, and I can't give him a bad rating. But come on, I just need to see more from him. I need to see more from him in the attacking end. Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like I need to see more from him? Is it because we took a gamble on bringing him in and getting rid of Granit Xhaka? Or is it just because my expectations on him are too high? Do I need to change my expectations on Kai Havertz? Do I need to view Kai Havertz differently going forward? Because I don't get what I need to do with this guy. Is it me? Am I looking at him the wrong way? Is his job not to score goals and get assists? Is his job to just be a good defender and to help contribute throughout the 90 minutes in different ways? What is Kai Havertz's role at Arsenal? Because at this moment in time, maybe I'm evaluating him different. I'm evaluating too much based on his goal output. I need to reevaluate him differently now. I'm just gonna try to figure out what this guy's job is, and maybe Mikel Arteta can put it out there and just be like, you know what, Kai Havertz's role is not to score goals and get assists at Arsenal. His role is to be more of a player throughout the 90 minutes to help us out defensively. Is he basically a defensive midfielder at this point? Is that what he is? I'm confused. Okay. Because he did put in a defensive shift. Reece Nelson, not Reece Nelson, but Emma Smith-Rowe is going to get a 7.5. Emma Smith-Rowe is going to get a 7.5. I thought he was a solid performer. Another one that did good. He could have had a goal. He could have had a goal. Unfortunate to not get a goal on the day. Actually, I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment section. Media and social media have decided he is the talking point. Do you think that's the issue? Do you think that's why? Do you think that's why? Igal, we must support. He's a super talented player. He needs our support. I get that. Xhaka, Vieira, Perez, and on and on. When will we learn that players need time? I get it, bro. I get it. Players need time. You know what? I'm gonna have to wait with him. I'm not gonna write him off, but I'm just slightly worried. Do you not understand that? Zephyr, guys, in the comments, do you guys not understand that I'm just slightly worried? Can't we be concerned? Or these concerns, do you guys think there's no reason? By the way, I thought the youngster was good, but I don't think he had too much of an impact overall, so I'm going to give him a 6.5. That's not a harsh rating. I'm just saying shout out to the youngster, but I didn't think he was all that today. Reece Nelson, though, I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give Reece Nelson an 8 for his performance overall. I thought he was one of the man of the match candidates. So we'll talk about who's the man of the match at the end of the day. And Eddie Nketiah, I need to see more from him also, but he got an assist. He did his job. I'm going to give him a 7. And the rest of the guys who came on, I'm not going to rate them because I felt like they weren't on the pitch. Actually, 2 of them were on the pitch for long enough. So I'm going to give Zinchenko a 6. And I'm going to give Jesus a 5. Those are my ratings for now. But the rest of them, I'm not going to rate them because they weren't on the pitch long enough. So yeah, those are my player ratings for today. Let's just talk about this quickly. I need to talk to you guys. Our fan base have a bad reputation for shifting, for shitting on our players. We need to do time and time again. We must change to move forward. Okay, can we have a constructive conversation, though? Genuinely, can we have a constructive conversation? Is there a problem? I have not been impressed with one performance this season. We have been poor to watch. I agree with that. We have been slightly poor in the sense that we have controlled games, but we have not actually scored enough goals to kill off games. And We've been conceding too many times at home, and when we're away from home, the scoreline is very, very tight. Like, for example, the Everton game, close scoreline. The Crystal Palace game, close scoreline. Today, close scoreline, but we keep a clean sheet. At home, we score more goals, but we concede. So it is very underwhelming. Why can't Arsenal fans accept that Kai Havertz is just shit? I don't understand. It's actually confusing to me. It's confusing me. Okay. You must be a rival, clearly, the way you said Arsenal fans. Of course, I understand concerns. Kai isn't the main issue, though. It's the entire attack. Is it? Wow. The entire attack is a problem. Is the entire attack actually a problem, guys? Because I haven't viewed it that way yet. I haven't viewed the entire attack as a problem. If the entire attack is a problem, we have bigger issues than just that, don't you think? So Bukayo Saka right now has 2 penalties and he has 3 goals. Eddie Nketiah has 2 goals. Odegaard has 2 goals. Reece Nelson, Jesus, Trossard have goals, and you add Reece Nelson today. If you go in all competitions. Oh wait, also if you add goals from within the Champions League, I think we have more than that. 1 second. You add Champions League goals also. We have what do you call it? 4 goal scorers in the Champions League also. So they all scored in the Premier League also. So yeah, we got decent amount of goals, but that 4-0 win versus PSV really adds a lot of the goals from this season in there. Because think about it, how many goals do we have in the league? We don't have that. We don't have as many goals as we did last year. Right now we're on 11 goals this season. It's not really that good. Like, for example, West Ham are currently 7th. They have 11 goals. Aston Villa have 12. Tottenham have 15. Brighton have 18. Liverpool have 15. Man City have 16. We actually are not scoring enough goals at this moment in time. That is honest truth. We are a work in progress. I hear you. We are a work in progress. I get that, Netweed, but I'm concerned. What? Iga, this guy Sava is talking too much toxicity against Arsenal fan base on a personal level. He's deliberately misconstruing our comments. Which Sava guy? Who are you talking about? Is somebody in the comment section, or are you talking about the content creator, the Tottenham fan, misconstruing and using them to spread absolute hate against us? Bro, Scott, where have you been? This is what rivals do. They take what we say, they use it against us as negativity. It is what people do. Iga, I think you're being harsh on Havertz. We need to give him time. The attack has been poor this season. I genuinely hope so. I genuinely hope we fix up, because I am slightly concerned, and that's all I was saying. It's Eddie, mate. Why are you soft on our players? Zafar, it's Eddie, mate. Why are you soft on our players? Eddie Nketiah today he got an assist. He did a little bit better, but still, I just need to see us smash a team. Can we go and smash Bournemouth 4-0? Can we do that? I'll be happy. I need to see us smash Tottenham. Sorry, why did I say Tottenham? I need to see it after the Tottenham draw. We need to go smash somebody. We need to go smash somebody. Yeah, Saba, the Tottenham fan, he's doing this on an extreme level. That's what Tottenham fans do. That's what Tottenham fans do. By the way, did you guys not see what a Tottenham fan did the other day on their channel, on some Tottenham fans' channel? They went out of their way to go do a whole video about me. They went and did a whole hour-long video about me, talking about let me show you guys. So I tweeted about it. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So there's this channel called Tottenham Away. They did a whole video called Egal's Ego or Ego. Basically talking about the fact that I said Tottenham Tottenham didn't deserve the 3 points. I didn't say Tottenham didn't deserve the 3 points. I said both teams could have felt hard done by the game because I viewed it as a 50-50 game where we won the first half, they won the second half, and momentum shifted just before halftime when they scored their goal. If you want to deny that, then you're not capable of having a serious conversation. This guy then starts talking about statistics that have nothing to do with my main argument. My main argument was we did have 2 clear-cut chances and an opportunity to, one, either square the ball or shoot it for Eddie Nketiah. Another chance with Gabriel Jesus where he had 2 clear-cut chances and he skied one and one was saved from the goalkeeper. Then you also have the situation where Tottenham, if you really look at it on the grand scheme of the run of the game, we had the same amount of chances. They had a lot of the ball in the first half. We had a lot of the ball in the second half. And the funny thing is, both halves where the other team had the control of the possession, the other team actually controlled that 45 minutes a little bit better. We had a little bit more control in the first half. They had a little bit more control in the second half. And come the end of the game, the reason why it seems so lopsided towards Tottenham is because they had majority of the momentum for that game. I'm not going to sit here and ever come here and just cuss out other people. That's not what I do. But these Tottenham accounts, this is what they do. They're gonna take their opportunity to be toxic. They're gonna take the opportunity to get at Arsenal, and it is what it is. We're an easy target right now because last year we started off so well. This year it was always going to be difficult to maintain that. It was always going to be difficult to start the same way we started last year. And if we didn't do what we did last year or even better, people are always going to criticize us. Now the season's not done. 6 games in, people are already writing us off to their own detriment. Let them write us off. Puts less pressure on us. It puts less pressure on us. Let them chat shit. It puts less pressure on us. I really don't care. Gary Neville's of the world, the Darren Bent's of the world. Let these guys talk. Actually, Darren Bent's an Arsenal fan. Why am I talking about him? But you know what I mean. Let them say what they got to say. Sava got in a beef with Kaz for never a foul today. Nah, they don't beef, man. It's just how people talk to each other. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna be going on one of my boys' channels, one of my boys from Canada. We're gonna be doing a video at in about 5 minutes on his channel. We're gonna be talking about Napoli signing Victor Osihmen to Arsenal, and I want to know, do you guys think we could actually end up with Victor Osihmen? Because yesterday I was talking about Ivan Toney, I was talking about all these other guys, but imagine if we get Osihmen at Arsenal. Osihmen. If Arsenal get Osihmen, I think it's done. We could do whatever. But right now, it's just annoying, man. We're just not playing to the level that I want us to. And I need to see better. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the coconut thing, this was crazy. This was crazy. The coconut thing, the Osihmen coconut thing was nuts. So basically, Victor Osihmen, his Napoli's TikTok account made a video about him calling him a coconut. Literally calling him a coconut. They're calling him a coconut. And then I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, I'm a coconut. That's what they said. The song was going. And it was just an absolute joke. But if we can end up finding a way to sign Victor Osihmen, it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be easy, 150 million maybe. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But if it does, game changer. For now, I'll leave you guys adieu. I'll be back tomorrow with a video on Vibes from the 6. I'll be going live at around 8-ish, maybe. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I'm gonna go live around 8:30-ish, hopefully, for Vibes from the 6. For now, I bid you guys adieu. Come check me out. And yeah, is there anything else? Iga was a good point by yesterday. Iga Was a good post yesterday on Osihmen. Could well helped happen. Did you hear Kevin Campbell urge on it? Yeah, man. I hope it happens. Hope it happens. I seen Kevin Campbell was on Sky Sports talking about let's sign him. Yeah, let's be grounded though. Um, Many of you like Turkish league judges like smash 4 or 5, and that wasn't sensible. Now they are shitting on Kai crazy. Now they are shitting on Kai crazy, bro. I just made a tweet about Kai Havertz and I deleted it because I don't want to be that guy who's just shitting on players. Personally, I want to be a positive guy, so it is what it is. But yeah, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to not be confident going into the game? I thought we're gonna win 3-1. That's what I always said. 60 million for Tony may be better value for money than 150 million for Osihmen. That's true. That's true. We are prone to extremes, in my point, is my point. That is true. We definitely do have a lot of extremes, but also people don't hear you when you say things that are understandable. They kind of tune you out. They remember the unrealistic points. They remember when something crazy you predicted happens, not when you predict a 2-1 victory. Just saying. So maybe sometimes when people are making these predictions, they're not predicting what they think is going to happen. Maybe they're predicting what they want to happen. I don't like the Kai Havertz hate, but it's football. We are the Arsenal. We're not a cuddle house like Everton. Cuddly house. Well, I hear that, but toxicity is the cause. Toxicity always existed. Toxicity always existed. Iga, when you get a chance, look at our attacking stats. We are underperforming on the metrics. Mid-table attack currently. I did look at that. I did point that out. Let me just show you. Based on this season, our goal difference is +5. We've scored 11 goals. At this moment in time, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that have scored either the same amount of goals as us or more than us. 7 teams. So you're telling me we're trying to compete for the league against Manchester City, and we're not one of the best goal-scoring teams. Okay, so if we're not one of the best goal-scoring teams, defensively we have to be one of the best teams, right? 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we are one of the best defensive teams. 6 goals conceded this season. There's only 3 other teams that have a similar defensive record: Liverpool, Man City, and surprisingly, Chelsea. Those are the 3 teams that have a good defensive record. Now, the other thing is we're still on 14 points. We're still undefeated. If that's anything to hold on to, right? Now, Brighton did lose a game, but they're at 1 point higher than us because they've won every game and they lost 1, right? At this moment in time, you got Liverpool who drew their first game but won every other game, and you have Man City who've won every single game. So it's a weird situation right now. But in a week's time, say Tottenham get points off of Liverpool and we win our game versus Bournemouth, we could easily be back in first or second. And then you could see a situation where everyone's just calming down again with the title race talks. Because I'm seeing too many people writing us off after one or 2 bad performances. I know we haven't been amazing, but shouldn't that be somewhat like you look at that and you say to yourself, this team hasn't even been that good and we're still up there. This team still has levels to go. Look at the XG and the expected attack, especially creating. I'm gonna have to look at that another time, bro. But if I'm not mistaken, definitely based on the goals and assists, based on the goals that we currently have, in the manner of the goals, penalties, own goals, I wouldn't be surprised if our assist would be low. And the fact that we don't have too many goals in the first place, I'm not surprised. So I get you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it there, guys. I'm gonna let you guys know. Don't forget to check out our video tomorrow, Vibes from the Six. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Big up to Zayfer, Gunnar, Scott John. Don't worry, Scott John Jones. I mean, don't worry about them. Here they are. Don't worry about them. Fabio Vieira, Lee showed real tech last year. Wasn't good at Porto. Havertz hasn't poor first touch, coming from 3 poor years already in the Prem. Not a valid comp. Yeah, not a really good comparison. We have been shocking this season. Listen, guys, I just need one really good performance. I hope we smash Bournemouth. But at the same time, am I going to go out here and just say we need to smash Bournemouth? I'm just going to be like, yo, I want to see a good performance. I really do. I really do. Guys, I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate you guys being here with us, having this conversation. Shout out to you guys. I think I needed to do more videos like this, where it's just me and you guys, and we just have a conversation. Because this is a good conversation. Constructive. I'll be back tomorrow with the panel. We're gonna have a good conversation tomorrow also. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Love for the love, people. You already know what it is. We're out of here, people. Peace.